Hey, what's going on, everybody? VHS Tacos is back.
Hi.
We have another movie review for you, as you can tell by the title, and it is late. Holy we just got out of the Batman. We had to wait to see it Thursday. We couldn't do any of the fan screenings because A, ticket prices for that were stupid. B, couldn't use my AMC membership on that to get a ticket for free. And C, it's WB. We're not going to give you a plot breakdown. It's Batman. I mean, at this point...
If you know, you know, and if you don't, then, like...
It's really impossible not to know at least the basic story of Batman. Rich kid, dead parents. I mean, if Superman had money, it'd be the same thing. This is our third Batman since 2012, right? We almost have a bit of a Spider-Man situation here, except for the fact that now all the Spider-Men coexist. Spoiler, but whatever. You can only do Batman so many different ways, right? It's true. Like, we had Christian Bale's Batman, Ben Affleck's older Batman, and now we have arguably the youngest Batman that we've ever had on screen.
My boy.
I'll be honest with you. This time yesterday, I didn't even care that we were seeing this movie.
True, I didn't want to see it. I wanted to see it, but I didn't really want to see it.
Expectations were at a solid 0. There's a lot of stuff that works here.
Yeah.
For starters, yes, Vampire Boy is a good Batman.
He's a great Batman.
And he's a really good Bruce Wayne.
I'm so proud of him.
And it also helps, too, that, this is a year 2 Batman. It tells you that as he's writing, he's journaling his nightly escapades, and it says that it's October of year 2. This is an unsure Batman. He's still unsure in his movements. He's still trying to figure out the best way to combat a situation. He's still trying to figure out the best way to kind of take down bad guys on the road while causing the least amount of collateral damage. Oh, and he's pissed off to Kingdom Come. He's very good at showing that even though he's still young, he's still unsure, he's still trying to do the best that he can, even when his emotions get in the way of that. Which, to help counter that, we have Alfred, played by Andy Serkis.
He's so good.
Who only showed up in between
10 minutes,
filming Venom 2. I joke, but he's very good in this. Jeremy Irons, I loved him as Alfred. Very much like, Master Wayne, I'll put you in your place.
Batman.
Yes, that was Ben Affleck's Alfred.
Oh.
He was very good. He's I'll put you in your place. I don't mind making a joke at your expense. This one is probably the most nurturing and loving that we've had.
But it makes sense because of kind of the
whole
where Batman or Bruce Wayne is at this point in his life, how young he still is, because he is a younger Batman, so he still is, obviously his parents have been long gone, but he's still going into adulthood of learning about how it all went down, or at least the approach to how it all went down. So.
Making our way down the cast, we have Zoe Kravitz as Catwoman. Yeah. She's not bad, I've been seeing a lot of stuff that says that she was a standout. I wouldn't say that personally. No. She's good. And look, let's be honest, based on the last 2 live-action Catwomans that we've had, she's a hell of a lot better than them. But then again, that bar is so low that Zoe Kravitz could have literally crawled over it.
I forgot that until he said it on the way home. I forgot Anne Hathaway even played Catwoman.
I think Anne Hathaway wants to forget that Anne Hathaway was Catwoman.
And I think I actually liked her Catwoman. I mean, it was corny. That whole movie was just wonderful. But anywho.
Yeah, we have bad guys. We got a lot of bad guys. We have all the bad guys that you could ever want in this movie. Starting off, first and foremost, we have the Riddler, played by Paul Dano.
So now, you talk about a standout character.
Paul Dano is a standout. He's fantastic. He is a wonderful, because you know what?
Great.
He plays that quiet, shy, I'm a big bad boy on the internet with all my friends, but when you get me in person, I'm not going to win that fight. I'm certainly the one that is stronger if I catch you off guard. I don't
know. When he, spoiler alert, when he was going, him and Batman were kind of going back and forth once he was in Arkham, I feel like he still was giving Batman a run for his money. It wasn't that he was shying away. I feel like it was...
But there was also that protective barrier between them. You take that protective barrier away, he would have shied away from that easily.
I don't think so.
Yeah,
he gets into old Brucey's mind.
Which is good, I mean, especially compared to the last Riddler that we had in live action, which was totally a product of the times. It's not Jim's fault, you know.
Jim is amazing.
He did the best Jim Carrey impression that he could. He got Colin Farrell in so many prosthetics and makeup.
It's so hard to even remember it's him.
I mean, he.
But he did great.
He dives into that character, and if you had no idea he was in the movie, you would never be able to tell. And he is having the most fun in his entire career. He's having a blast as the Penguin, but this is a great Penguin. This is a Penguin who is tired of kind of being number two to everything. And so he is the first one, not to rat, but to stand up and take over as soon as somebody else rats out someone. And I like that. He's devious and he's evil, which he will make a great Kingpin-style character moving forward.
Yeah.
We have Carmine Falcone, played by John Turturro.
Fantastic.
He's great. You know,
he is great.
I was telling Mrs. Taco on the way home, it's so wonderful seeing John Turturro go from talking about giant clanging Transformer balls in the desert to now
movie.
You love Transformers too, to where he's at, you know, in something like this, because he's devious and he's menacing in this. And another thing, that's what I like about. I didn't think
he's so charismatic.
He's very charismatic, and I didn't think I was gonna like this movie because I'm tired of Batman movies being so grounded and having such fantastical supervillains, but then never taking advantage. I want Man-Bat, I want Mr. Freeze, I want Poison Ivy, I want Clayface, and all of their weird capacity. But of course, you know, they'll have to change it up. But I will say, if this is the kind of Batman villain rogues gallery that we get moving forward, I'm all for it, because these villains are mean and they're aggressive and they don't care about anything. They're not here to wax lyrical. They don't monologue with their capes. They just go at it and they kill, and they don't care what happens to themselves, which is perfect. I want that moving forward, and we'll get to that in a minute too. I mean, the cast is great. The cast is really wonderful.
Great. Yeah.
Director Matt Reeves, he's taking over the Bat universe, whatever, and the man has an eye for action. One of the biggest things I hated about Nolan's movies is that guy could not direct action to save his life. Bad guys are just falling over without even being touched. You can't figure out why cop cars are appearing and disappearing in the whole Joker chase. We can rewatch that if you would like. Here, the action is intense. It is well shot. Really good. The takes are long. There's not a lot of quick cuts. It's brutal and it's glorious.
Really like to know if Robert Pattinson. I guess I need to research this. If he did most of his own stunts.
I would assume.
So that's my baby. Like, I am so proud. I am so proud of him. He did so, I'm sorry. You know, because I've seen him, like, literally go from, like, just, like, this young teenage boy to, like, now he's Batman.
The Batmobile is sick. So we had the pleasure of seeing this in Dolby Cinema. And for those who don't know or may not have ever, you know, heard of it or experienced it, Dolby Cinema basically plays the movie in 4K.
Yep.
And then it has a super wild sound system, surround sound. So, you know, if someone is talking on the right side of the screen, it comes out of the right side of the speakers, and then, you know, vice versa and everything like that. But it has a heck of a bass system running through the chairs. And when that Batmobile ignites and it goes after Penguin, oh, buddy.
It's too much sometimes.
It rocks you to your core, and it's amazing. I was thinking about seeing this in IMAX. Nope. Dolby ended up being the better option. If you have a chance to see it in Dolby, absolutely see it in Dolby. Kind of tiptoeing back a little bit to some of the villain stuff and stuff like that. There's not an after credit scene. There's basically like a quick tease to go visit the website, you know, the ARG website that they had leading up to the movie. They actually kind of put a mid-credit scene of sorts in the movie, but it does fit. So we have Riddler, and he's in Arkham. And, you know, he's kind of hanging out, doing his thing and everything like that. And he's got somebody talking to him, telling him it's okay, you're not a failure, you did good, you know, good job for you.
That part was a failure.
No, here's the thing. So I would have been irritated, right? Because you don't get names, you see a silhouette and a little bit of a shadow on a face, and it's severely scarred, and the hair's all manic and everything like that. But then he kind of name drops a little bit. And then you hear a laugh. So they are teasing a new version of Joker.
Again.
Here's the thing, right?
Gosh.
So I would be mad because I'm sick and tired of Joker. We can bury that character with Leto's performance. However, knowing that it's Barry Keoghan, and I'm probably mispronouncing his last name, and knowing just how fantastic of an actor he is, seeing that, you know, that disfigured scar, seeing, his messed up hairstyle, hearing that laugh, knowing how aggressive these villains are in this version of Batman's universe, I'm very excited. Because like I was telling Mrs. Taco, I feel like the potential for this Joker here is one that operates in the shadows as like a boogeyman until he's ready to pounce. And I'm all for it. Let's do it. Let's roll. Just as long as I don't have to hear Jared Leto call anybody a hunk of man again.
I love Jared Leto's. I'm not excited because it's like, how many, like, there's so many other, like, bad guys they could do.
It's true. They're not wrong.
It is what it is.
But,
they gotta sell.
At the end of the day, though, my expectations were at a 0 going into this. Maybe a 1 or 2 tops. But you know what? They have built a Gotham City that feels... This is the first time I felt like Gotham was an actual living, breathing city since Burton's movies. It better than, the combo of Chicago, Los Angeles, New York skylines that Nolan meshed together. It was, it was like New York. No one knew the difference. We didn't get to see much of Gotham for Affleck, but this feels like Gotham. The world that they built, the characters that we have in there. We also forgot to talk about Jeffrey Wright as Gordon.
Oh my gosh!
Oh my god!
I forgot.
Okay.
How did you forget that man? He was fantastic.
Pause everything here.
Oh my gosh!
Jeffrey Wright has been and forever will be an excellent addition to anything he's in. Whether it's Bond, whether it's the Marvel Universe,
doesn't matter.
Whether it's Batman,
doesn't matter.
Man bleeds cool.
So cool.
He commands the screen.
Even if he's like, if it's not like his main scene, like I was telling Mr. Taco on the way here, I was like, he just like took the character and like really just for the 3 hours the movie was, he just really like just developed it, and you could just see like him kind of being this like detective that was kind of like, oh yeah, like, oh, I'm just gonna follow the rules, and then just kind of like command the screen.
You can see him progressing into the commissioner role.
Mm-hmm.
And, I mean, he's a wonderful actor.
So good. I can't believe I forgot about him.
I know, I feel so bad. Well, I rate this shockingly a 4.5 out of 5. I'm taking half away. For Zoe Kravitz. No, it's nothing against her. It's Zoe, if you're watching this...
It's just the Catwoman thing. It's just like...
If you're watching this, Zoe, I love you in Mad Max Fury Road. You were excellent in that.
If she could have played a Poison Ivy, that would have been way cooler. Ooh. Way cooler. I would say probably 4 out of 5. It was good. Stop.
Let it be known. Let it be known. Let it be known.
But most of it's because I have to support my man.
I'll have to go back and double check. I believe this is the highest Mrs. Taco has rated any movie ever.
He's
and
my
all
man crush.
All it took was Sparkles from Twilight. That's amazing. So, The Batman from the worst movie studio on the planet is out in theaters now.
That's another reason a point has to
Can
go
you
away.
believe we're seeing 3 different Batmans in 1 year in 2 different movies that aren't connected whatsoever? Isn't that awesome?
Only from WB.
Only from WB. Go check out The Batman, though.
Please
if you get a chance.
Support
if you get a chance to see it in
fantastic.
Dolby, absolutely. IMAX has
God.
great sound as well. You just don't get that seat shaking
Or
experience.
just see it regular. It's still very entertaining. So.
Yeah. Look, if you had a chance to see it, let us know down in the comments below what you thought worked, what you didn't think worked. Let us know what you want to see,
and don't you dare comment.
Folks, I need you to badmouth
No.
Robert. I loved him in this. I think he's done great post-Twilight, but go ahead and badmouth him. Until next time, guys, this has been VHS Tacos signing off. I need to go find myself a wingsuit so I can kind of glide, okay? Like Batman did, and then knock myself out on a bridge. Amazing scene.
It reminded me of Morbius and the trailer we keep seeing where he's like...
Okay, on that note, I guess we're bashing multiple studios tonight. Adios, guys.